can tell. Echoes my room like a siren, like a liberty bell. Load. We're finally here. Copy link address. Nacho cheese. Nnochios. Some movies on YouTube. Hello. This right now. Hey there. Let me know if the music's too loud, if I'm too loud, if it's a good mix, if it sucks shit, or whatever. If you can hear me, let me know too, I guess. I can't be bothered. So, yeah. Hello. Let me know if I'm just vibing. You guys cool? I'm just gonna draw until I understand what's up. Does that mean you can hear me just vibing? Merry Christmas. Ah! Merry Christmas, stream. Y'all hear me? I need confirmation. Life just sucks when you get. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Everything's a little off on my YouTube stream. I don't know which chat to look at. But welcome. I don't like that either. Welcome. I'm in the middle of drawing a Pinocchio page. These cranches are not a part of it. I was just doodling while I was waiting for people. So let's get rid of these guys. Goodbye, pals. I'm drawing some pages for the finale of Pinocchio. This is near the end of the story, where Pinocchio and Geppetto, now reunited, find a cottage to try and get some rest. It's pretty bare bones cottage as they open up. Although someone did speak to them inside, so I am just continuing drawing. There's Pinocchio, and that's Geppetto right there. What about what? Don't say things out loud. What do you mean Rip Master Shake? The guy didn't pass away, did he? Come on now. Don't scare me like that. Oh, you're not. Okay. You're just talking about Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I can't follow it. I'm just going to start drawing. I don't know how this works well on YouTube, if well at all. Maybe 4 in the afternoon. Thank you, Mama Luigi. 908. So, what does a house look like on the inside? Shield, hello. Jaden, hi. It was just a prop, so I wasn't paid at all, but they did ask in the first one, the first Spider-Man Holland, and it just became a reused prop, Ned's computer going forward, which is fine. I don't really care. Seems every time a new Spider-Man comes out, I'm asked once again these questions. They make an FAQ. Yeah. So none millions, but that's okay because I don't need millions for a sticker on a laptop. Unsure, Fennec Fox. The man's been... Our boy's been killed several times and turned into a donkey, but never cut to where we see what he runs on. He's probably unkillable in this form, as far as I know. A lot of this area is going to be black too. We're going to be filling in a lot of black color here. And then adding lines in post. Yes, Pepsi. Excuse me. Yes, Pepsi. The synthesizer. Ooh, classic. They definitely have a similar nose, don't they, Ken? Alright. Return of the Mac. It's the cricket. It's the talking cricket. Return of the Mac. It's the talking cricket. Let's see. I don't really know how to draw a cricket, but that's never stopped me. That shouldn't stop you, IMO. Ooh. Okay. All right. I guess I go kind of fast. But again, we're going to be putting a lot of black on these pages. Later. I have 3 pages I'm focusing on today. One I already did, as you can see right here, is when they show up in the house and someone tells them, hey, come on in. And then there he is coming on in, wondering who is it who tell him to come on in. And here is the next page where the cricket yells at him, gets mad at him. As I was doing the text, I went in and added what I wanted to add, which was his angry head popping out of the panel. It's on a separate layer, as you can see. So, Probably won't be too long. It doesn't take me too long. I just sometimes get a wild hair to talk while I'm drawing. Probably an echo because I have stuff. I have the music playing through my speakers, and my mic is right here, so it's just there's just a bit of an echo for me. Oh, okay. Well, there you go, GC. If you do hear something, then I am just listening through my speakers. It's a no headphone zone. Carry on. I shall. A little cream butt. Okay. Sometimes, but half the time I'm also just watching something on YouTube, Hulu, whatever. But today I felt, like I said, a wild hair to talk to people, and it's a lonely job otherwise, being a cartoonist. Now I can talk to someone who maybe can talk back. A little bit. Okay. Cricket's like, "Oh, I'm your friend now." Am I? So he gets angry. Because the last time we did see the cricket, he was a ghost after Pinocchio at the beginning killed him with the hammer. Killed him with the damn hammer. Let's just do this. This will all be covered up by his head anyway. Whoops. Fuck it. Enjoy some Wesley Willis. Funky ass hoe. Eat a poor man's ass? Bulgur. Yes. I tried to make it as close to the original Carlo Collodi story as possible. I am going to skip this. The only thing different is I don't really add a lot of his narration in the book when he just kind of goes into like and when he just kind of goes into like explaining backstories for certain characters where it just doesn't matter at the moment. And sometimes I go over the parts where he just re-explains the whole story through a character. Yes. The first time Pinocchio meets the talking cricket, who tells him what he did was bad, Pinocchio kills him with the hammer in his house, in Geppetto's house. Later on, when he is when he meets up with other animals, the ghost of the cricket he killed is there again to basically, wag his finger at him. And then now here we are at the end of the story where the cricket is back again, saying, "Yeah, I own this house." Basically, just making Pinocchio feel bad because he's gone through a number of shit at this point. Our dear old boy. Pardon me. Oh, I'm sorry. GC, yes, this is the final chapter. It is pretty long compared to other chapters, whereas some of the last ones have been maybe in the tens, just under 20 pages or less. This one is a 31 pages, as I've kind of storyboarded it out for myself. Thumbnailed, that's the word I'm thinking of. And the whole of the story up to now is available online at pino.kcgreen.com.com. If you'd like to read what's already there. This will probably go up first for anyone who's a Patreon subscriber. This is Geppetto in the back, just sort of watching all this unfold. He is giving his life to the cricket. I forget the things in the way, but there you go. The one thing I've directly changed from the book, because I thought it just looked funnier to draw, was adding Pinocchio's, giving him a little wooden ear. Because I remember there is specifically a written passage when Pinocchio was first made by Geppetto, saying like, "What a Geppetto, like you would any other child, tried to grab him by the ear to get him to stop, but alas, he did not make him any ears," or something like that. It was a small passage that, could easily be withheld. And to be honest, the more I drew him with ears, the more I was like, I like this look better. So I'm just gonna keep those ears. Leave that passage alone. Apparently Pinocchio could hear fine without his ears, so who knows. In the story, at least. This is Geppetto after he's been stuck in the belly of a huge fish for 2 years. He's just sort of hanging out. I've done nothing wrong. Sort of giving a nice wave to everyone at home. Hey everybody, it's me, Geppetto. Thank you for following. Be sure to like and subscribe. It doesn't matter. I mean, I post it one by one on Patreon, so like when these pages are done, they will go up on the Patreon first. But I've been posting them on the site too. Whenever like a week or so goes by, just to give Patreon a first go. He probably would be Fennec Fox. He's been through a lot. Been turned into a donkey. Been tried to eaten as a fish. He's a real nasty boy. I guess this would be right there. Makes me feel better. I don't care. I don't care. The corpses. The cricket is being a little demure about having Pinocchio right where he wants him. Alright, I'll, you know. You both can live in this house. I'll be benevolent, even after you killed me. Seemingly he's doing fine anyway. Nope. Too fat. That's good. Just realized, let's add that. I'm going to do a lot of post work here. All magnetic fields have been around for a long time. They're very good. Dun, 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 dun. To shining sea. A lot of these lines are just going to get lost in the weirdness of how I'm drawing them. Even I don't know where his body is right now. Whatever. Ding 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 ding. His head's in the way. Okay. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Let's explain to him. I added this part too because he's in the story. He's basically condoning him for like, you got to treat people nice and not hit them with hammers. And so I made it to where the cricket is actively hiding a hammer up here, as if he was about to use it on Pinocchio. I mean, it could be read either he was hiding it from Pinocchio or he was about to use it on him. Because Pinocchio, one of his lines in this thing was, "Throw a hammer at me, please. I'm so sorry for what I did." So maybe that means he considered it even before Pinocchio showed up. Because one thing about this book that is fascinating and kind of silly is how ham-handed it is in its morality tale. And there's a part of that that is charming. And there's a part of it that is also just like, ugh, get over it already. So I like to play off of that kind of like, I like to play off of that, basically, and just make it seem like an annoying thing to have to deal with all the time. La 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 la. Let's turn that down. So, up in the rafters, he is hiding a hammer. To what use? You know, reader's choice. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Oh yeah, door. There's a door here. How could I? Don't forget the door, folks. Don't forget the door. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Hey Samuel. No, I'm in Clip Studio. This is a vector. I'm using vector lines. As you can see, kind of over here, it's a vector layer, and I have a thing on my eraser. Here, let me choose the eraser tool. Vector eraser. Oh, you can't see it. I'm sorry. Here, I'm pulling out the tool property panel right here. And there's something called a vector eraser that erases up to enter a section when I'm using vector lines. So an easy demonstration is I'm trying to make simple lines like, why isn't that showing? Oh, it's eraser. Like this. But I don't want these two lines right here, so I go bop, bop. Erases that. Just that easy. That's the one thing I enjoy the vector part for, because once I'm done doing the line work, I will rasterize it completely. In fact, we're about to rasterize it right now. Click. But I will also, oops, I hid the whole thing. I will also just go to clear up here in the color section, which just basically takes the pen I'm using and just makes it erase without having to do that line eraser. If I want to erase small tangents like that, and I want to clean up lines. And that I'm just using, my hand is on the keyboard right now. Just pretty much pressing C, which goes immediately to clear. My hand is always on the keyboard just, as a backup for that kind of stuff. Yeah, I really love that function, especially for doing like quick line work. And if I forget a line, although I did forget a line right here, and while it's already rasterized, it's very easy to just, there. No big deal. Muttley. Yeah. It only works in vector lines, but for just simple line work, it's perfect. So, that's the line work done. I'm now going to fill in the blacks, and I'm going to do it on a separate layer for now. Now I'm going to make it a little low, what's the word? Low opacity, just so I know which layer I'm working on. This is only so I can add some extra lines later. Nope, hold on a second. Keep that. Get rid of that. That's all black. Get rid of his head. Actually, I like it with no. See what it looks like with. In case I want to edit any lines, I still have the line art right here. But when I'm done, when I know I'm done, I will merge all of the black layers together. I use a left-hand keyboard for all my shortcuts. Really improved how fast I can draw something. Yes, same. Well, I just use mine's a regular Mac, like the shitty Mac little flimsy keyboard that they give you, but that's enough for me to just be like, set space for moving around, zooming in, space in the command button. All that stuff is like glued to my left hand. I don't have like a little keyboard shortcut extra thing. I just have a small keyboard. GC. Casey, have you ever bothered with or considered doing correct perspective? Couldn't stand doing that shit back in school. Turned me off completely from comics. No, because that's not what I like in comics, GC. I mean, there's interesting perspective stuff you can do like this or whatever, but like that's not what I like comics. I like comics that kind of break that rule and have fun with itself. You know, and that's just what I want to see in comics. So that's what I deliver myself. So yeah, I have no interest in really doing that kind of stuff, unless the panel calls for it, unless unless the scene I want to have a correct perspective. But no, not really. Okay. Let me look at this with a white background. Okay, so I haven't been adding a lot of... Oh, there's some stuff I'm missing. I normally leave this black and white, but as the story gets close to an end, I have been adding very small... what's the word? This. Dots, lines, whatever. And you can do it very easily in Clip Studio Paint. Toning, I guess is the word I'm thinking of. Just very mild stuff. I'm not sure how to do it on this panel because I want them to be... Okay, let's get rid of that. Oop. I want it to be clear that that's the hammer at the very least. Yeah, that's good. That's alright. Dithering, halftone, halftone. It's kind of the same idea, GC, I think. Because I can make tone dots. Oops, someone texted me. I didn't see that. Oh, cool. But you can do a lot of different things over here in the dot setting. Line is what I've been using for Pinocchio. There's ellipse, cross, noise, sugar plum. I don't know what that looks like. That sugar plum, cherry, round, ninja star. Keep it simple. Keep it simple with lines. So just very simple. And of course we have his head right here. I wonder if maybe I should change the border to white. Basically, he is just yelling at Pinocchio like, "Fuck you." Yeah, and also you got to remember that a lot of this stuff is going to be hidden by the balloons. Word balloons. So there, that's a good done page. That's a good done page. Let's go into the next one. Basically do the same thing. I will add black. Oops, that's not black. Where I want it to be. This one's going to be filthy. So we're going to have to do some extra line work. to make it look good and readable. So we'll rasterize this, lock the layer, and then I will color in. I want to color in these lines on the floor. To be white. Nothing fancy. Although, I need to fix that. Oops. Same for here. Damn it. Alright. Okay. I also wanted to add, like, the texture of the stone right here. But it doesn't look too much. Yeah, like that. The thatched roof, stones. I think I know I've used that before in a Pinocchio panel, but I really just I like it. It's just funny to imagine there's some kind of demon. Also, I think I'm drawing the white on the all black layer, which is oops, but also is fine. Not the worst thing. No, it wasn't. I was drawing it on this one. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait, I was just drawing on... This one is all on the black layer. That's not the worst thing in the world. Just remember your layers, folks. Here we go. I'm all going to be mushed together anyway in the end. Oop. Tangent. Fixed. No problem. Forgot to put black here. Alright. Okay. What does that look like? That's pretty good. I like that. Put white here. No one. This one's going to be weird because I'm trying to figure out, like, the thatched cottage. This is the one time I'm thinking about perspective, just so it looks readable. But black hides a lot of that stuff, too, which is fine. Because it's a thatched roof cottage. So I just want to show at least this much. Yeah. There you go. How much of the house? How much the house would cost now? I don't know. It's a pretty lowly cottage. Like here's the outside. That's all that was said. Is they come across a very small cottage. Oops, there's a tangent right there that I accidentally fucked up. Whoop. Although it's given to them by the cricket and the fairy. The fairy with the blue hair. So I think that's good. Yeah, let's add another half-tone layer. Try to keep it consistent at about 28 frequency. Up here, you can change how frequent the lines are. So in the 20s. So we'll just stick with 28. Excuse me. Oh, there's a piece of black I forgot. Okay. Back to this. So. I don't want to overpower it with the gray-scaling. Cold raw gold. But I can't wait. God damn it. Don't calm me down. Inside my house. Yes. All the Italian countryside. So this is a small cottage in the meadow. If it's that old still standing, it costs a bit for abuse or is it abandoned and cheap? It seems pretty abandoned when they come in. The story goes in the next pages that this belonged to the Azure fairy. The blue fairy who grants Pinocchio's his wish, which acts kind of like a stinker to Pinocchio's antics. My face. But not to get too far ahead of the story, Pinocchio does have to earn his keep to help his father to live in this house. Will be pie. Right from here. I don't know. Because maybe he's still a ghost. It's not really, kind of just want him to be, like, shining right there. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Let go of my face. So maybe he's still shining. Maybe he still is a ghost, the cricket. Because he didn't just come back to life. At least I don't think he did. There's your fucking... Look at that. That's a fucking... There you go. Okay. One more page. I'll probably call it there. It was just a small stream, but still, thank you for joining me. Let's see. Oop. So now they're outside, so I don't have to use as much black. You're a fancy dame. Took her home and he cut off both her legs. Oh, Annie. Another life. Oh, Annie. So this one isn't too hard. Annie's dead. Yeah, there's not much to this one at all. We will add some lines on the tree line back here. At the bottom of a lake. Add some emphasis. There's a tiny voice comes through the keyhole and says, well, "Who are you?" They are doing the I did unconsciously and then was like, "Yep, I'm making them do it." The keep on trucking strut. What a nice one to go out on. That actually might do it then, because that is it. These are the pages. Pinocchio and his father Geppetto come up on a house just to get some rest after they swam on a fish to get out of the shark's belly, or the whale as it is in the Disney. They come into an empty cottage, but oh, the cricket is there. And the cricket generously says, "Yes, you can live here." After he he yells at him. Really taken with this angry bug panel. So yeah, that was a short one, but thank you for joining me. These are kind of rare. I might do them more for Patreon people since, you know, I want them to support me. And you can too on patreon.com/CaseyGreen. Please. In the new year, I'm going to start doing more one-off, like, strips and short, weirder ideas that have nowhere else to go, save for a Patreon. So once Pinocchio's over, I'm definitely going to start doing that more, and that'll be on the Patreon. But thank you for joining me. You guys have a good afternoon. Yes, it is 5 now where I'm in. Everyone have a good afternoon. Good at wherever you are. And we'll see you around.